Thank you. So, first of all, I would like to say hello to everyone. And today is the first day of the new year. First of all, I would like to know what is your wish for the new year. Because I think that is a custom that when we start a new year, we wish everyone a very good wish, but not only for others, but for ourselves. Now I would like you to think and tell me what is your wish for yourself on the New Year day. And after you think about it, you raise your hand. Everyone, take your hand and tell me what is your wish for yourself. Do you have a wish for New Year? Okay, so don't be shy. Don't be shy. Just say what you think. Sometimes it's very funny, but it's okay. Huh?
We can start from the first person over here and we go all the way down.
Okay, so what's your name?
Catherine.
Catherine. What is your wish?
To prioritize myself.
Prioritize myself.
Prioritize yourself. It means that in the past you cannot do it, right? So we can come back with this later. Okay. And the next one, what is your wish? What is your name? Mentam.
I want to get more money.
So you don't have enough money now for your use? Okay, and the next one, what's your name?
My name is Mallory. I wish for money and good grades.
And good what?
Good grades.
Good grades. Now that last year your rate is okay? Not so good?
It was okay.
Okay, so she needs more money and more raise, higher raise. Next one, what is your name?
My name is Callie. I wish for good grades and to stay healthy.
Good days and healthy. Okay. How is your health now?
I think I've been getting sick like a lot, so it's like not fun. So yeah.
Okay. Thank you. And next one?
My name is Kate, and my goal is to manage my time better.
Manage your time better.
Yeah.
Until now you don't know how to manage your time properly.
Yeah, I get distracted a lot, so I'm trying to work on that this year.
Okay. And the next one? What's your name?
I want to get into a good college right now. I'm applying, so I want to get into a good college.
So you want to get in a good university? And which subject?
I'm not entirely sure. Like some schools I did undecided, but then like I think so far computer science, but I'm not sure.
Which science?
Computer science, but I'm not sure.
Okay. And how about the first three? First, Xian. Xian, huh? What is your wish for the new year? You don't know. So you don't have any wish. So he is self-contented. And the next one? What's your name? Dharma. And do we have any wish? You want to be tall. The most little in your class. Maybe, yeah. You are the shortest one, the smallest one in your class. And how about you? What is your name? Shiu. And what? You want to?
Electronics.
Huh?
Electronics.
I can't hear clearly. Can you speak slowly?
I want to use my device less.
Device less?
Yeah.
His electronics.
Electronic device.
Electronic.
Yeah.
He wants to have electronic device.
No, less.
Less.
Use less of it.
Use less.
Because he's addicted. And he recognized that he is addicted to electronic devices, right? Oh, I wish you good luck. And how about the last round? You please. And what is your wish for the new year?
I want to keep my good habits consistent.
Keep your habit,
Good habit.
good habits,
Consistent.
consistent. And how about bad habits? Do you have any bad habits?
Not really.
Okay, and the next one, Samantha,
Yeah.
what is your wish?
I want to keep my room clean.
Do you think you can do so?
Yes.
If you have a determination, yes. And the next one?
My name is Anne.
Uh,
I want to stop procrastinating and find new hobbies.
I can't hear clearly. Can you speak
I
louder?
want to stop procrastinating and I want to find new hobbies.
Can you repeat?
Stop procrastinating and find new hobbies.
Okay. So I think that everyone, sometimes we feel not contented and we need something else. And one of the things that make us unhappy is negative emotions. You know, sometimes you live in a very good environment. You have good parents, you have good school, you have good living conditions, but sometimes you feel unhappy, right? What do you think that makes you unhappy? Sometimes, when you feel unhappy, so you think about yourself, and you can see that it is negative emotions, anger, envy, jealousy, pride, greed, hatred, right? And anger is a very, very harmful emotion. So today I would like to say about the topic, how to deal with anger. Because in my experience, whenever we feel angry, we are not happy at all, right? Do you think? You remember? Now you try to remember when you get angry. What makes you angry? Mention any one thing that makes you angry in the past. Will you remember? Just raise your hand and say 1 or 2 words. You are angry with your friends, with your siblings, with your parents, right? And what makes you angry? Vâng Anh?
I mean, I'm trying to think about it right now. I guess it's like, if like my parents or siblings or like friends like start yelling at me, I guess, and like that makes me upset and
Yes, everyone doesn't like to be yelled at. So you see the first one, to be yelled at, right? When your sibling and your parents yell at you, you don't feel happy. So I will make one reason here, yelling, right? So causes to make us angry. So first of all, causes. Causes, huh? And first one, yelling. It means that someone yelling at you. And then another one, give me one reason, what cause to make you angry. Any reason that make you may remember. Do you remember any reason that made you angry? Minh Tâm?
When someone takes my stuff.
Again.
When
But
someone like takes something that's mine.
takes,
Yeah.
Take something
Electronic.
from hers.
take something from you, right? It means that you lose something. When you lose something, okay, so you can make is it a loss, right? A loss of something, huh? When someone takes something from you, but that you don't like, that okay, a loss of a friend, a loss of a book, a loss of some toys. Now another reason, what make you unhappy? How about you?
When like people make assumptions about like me or something that I did.
Wrong assumption, yes. How about right assumption, okay? Okay, assumption, huh? And as one, what else? Can you remember? Even the adults, you can also contribute. What make you angry? Yes, please.
I go,
What make you angry?
Natalie keeps saying yes, but it doesn't have any meaning.
Saying things without meaning.
Say one thing and do different, right? It means that lies. That means a lie. Someone lying to you, right? Is it right? What I say, is it right or not? Lies, huh?
Not lie,
Not keeping promise,
yes,
right? Not keeping promise.
yes.
Natalie, voice yourself, Natalie. Get it? Come on.
Okay, not keeping promise. Okay, anything else? Are you?
I don't like when people are closed-minded.
When people what?
Are closed-minded.
Close-minded.
People are close-minded.
Narrow-minded,
That's a narrow mind.
right? Narrow-minded. Narrow-minded means that they always criticize what they don't like about yourself, right? And they want you to be like this or like that. They don't want you to be your own way. Yes. Okay, any other? Yes, please.
Irresponsibility.
Irresponsibility, yes. So, for example, irresponsibility. I think that this one,
Awesome. You say something?
irresponsibility.
You want to say something?
So, can any one of you to give an example of irresponsibility that make you upset? Can you give me an example of irresponsibility of others that make you upset? I think that this one happens very often in a family. When someone is irresponsible, it makes others very upset, very angry, right? So, can you give me an example?
When someone like doesn't clean up after themselves, we have to do it for them.
Yes, right. They do not clean up the mess, and they leave the mess to others to clear up, and we feel very angry. And then what else? What else that makes us angry? Yes, you?
When people make passive-aggressive, unnecessary comments.
Giving unnecessary comments, right? Unnecessary comment.
Come on.
Get what it is. That's correct.
Yes. And this one is often from parents, right? From parents, and from brothers and sisters. When you do something that they don't like, even though it is not wrong, but they don't like, then they give the very unsatisfactory comments, right? And what else? Yes, please.
Over expectation.
Over expectation, yes. And this is also from parents, huh? Over expectation. Do you think that also from the children? Yes, also. Sometimes children would like the father, mother to take them to here and there, but the parents are so busy and they are upset. And also, parents expect the children get high marks, high grades, and do something very great. But the children cannot do up to their expectation, and they get angry. And then the last one, I need one more reason to make you angry. How about the kids?
Talk too much.
Talk too much, yes.
7 and 8.
Too much talking. Okay, so these are the reasons. We can see, huh? So, what is it? First, be yelling at, and then lost, then assumption, not keeping promise, narrow-minded, irresponsibility, unnecessary commands, over expectation, and too much talking. So now we look at ourselves, and to be honest, and we see that whether we are in the past we have been the causes for others' anger or not. Trong nhìn tất cả cái nguyên nhân này ha, mình xem thử mình đã có từng làm trong mấy cái này để khiến cho người khác giận không? Mình có mấy, trong đây mới có hôm nay có 8 cái thôi chứ nếu con là nhiều nữa ha. But among these 8 reasons, you look at yourself again and you count how many times, how many reasons here you have done before that make your parents or your children or your siblings angry. Have you ever yelled at anyone? Sure. When we are angry, we automatically yell at someone else to express your anger. So you see, sometimes we think that we have the right to yell, to shout. Because I'm angry, then I need to shout to make people know that I'm angry. And you need to notice my emotions. But is it the good way to express your anger and to make people understand? You see, sometimes yelling is yelling effective or not? Do you think it is effective to make people understand yourself and make them sympathize with you and make them calm down? You think yelling is when we are out of control, right? And so you say that you don't want others to yell at you, and then it makes you angry. But think a little bit. Why are they yelling? Because they are angry, and sometimes they cannot control their emotions. And because they cannot control their emotion, and it triggers your own anger. So this is how to deal with anger. When someone yells at you, what do you do? Not to be angry. Try to sympathize. Why they are yelling? They are yelling because they are angry too. And they do not know how to control, how to observe, how to stop their anger before they talk. So in this way, you can sympathize with the people who are yelling. Otherwise we criticize, why are they yelling? I don't I don't like to be yelled at. So because you think that you are right, and then you get angry. But being angry is not good for anyone. And if you want not to be angry when to be yelled at, try to sympathize with the people who are yelling. And calm down. Okay, let them yell for some time, for a while, because they are so upset, because they are suffering too. And try to calm down yourself by inhaling, breathing in, and breathing out. I remember one psychologist said that there is one rule. It is called 6 seconds rule. 6 seconds. 6 seconds là 6 giây ha. So if someone or something make you upset, make you angry, so you feel that, oh, I'm angry, then stop for 6 seconds. Make a gap between the first time when you feel angry and when you react. Before the feeling and the reaction, we need 6 seconds. Only 6 seconds is enough. Thấy cái bạn ha. Mà con thấy được gì? Bởi vì những cái cô đang cần cái này thì có thêm vô đây. Đấy, bà dạ rồi. 6 seconds is enough. Why? You see, later when you are in daily life, when you feel angry, before you yell at someone, you try to calm down, to stop, and you make a long breath in and long breath in out. That is 6 seconds. And only one breath in and one breath out can calm you down effectively. And it is the very good way to help you escape from anger, from being promoted by the anger that make you speak something wrong or do something wrong to others, and that make you regret later. So very good. 6 seconds. Every time when people yell at you, they will shout at you, and before you yell back to them, try to stop for 6 seconds by taking a long breath in and breath out. And then when you lose something, you feel very sad. You lose a bicycle, you lose a wood pen, you lose a telephone, you lose something. So when you feel, oh, I lose that one, I will very regret. So what is the other way of thinking that make you not sad anymore, not angry anymore? Give me one suggestion. When you lose something, when someone takes something from you, what is the way of thinking that make you not angry with the loss or with the person who took something from you? How do you think? So in Buddhism, where there is one right, gọi là chánh tư duy, right thought. Mình có bát chánh đạo ha. We have the noble eightfold path. The first one is right view. The second is right thought. So right thought is very, very important to prevent anger. So now I would like to make an example. You are playing game. You are very happy with the iPad. And then, very happy. And now the father comes and take the iPad away. Now, you read books, you do the homework. He take the iPad away. Sometimes he takes not only 1 day, but 3 days or 1 week. So, do you think you could be upset when you lose the iPad? Yes, of course. So, what do you think? How do you think not to get angry in this case? I would like an answer from you. when you are taken, someone take your iPad away from you or iPhone from you. So,
Dawson, do you want to answer?
how to think, not to get angry with your father.
You all have experienced this.
Oh, this is very important. Huh? Otherwise, you will be angry the whole week, the whole day. Now we are addicted to iPad and iPhone, right? Are you? Are you addicted? Someone already admit that he is addicted, but how about the others? I think that most of us nowadays, even monks and nuns, if we are not aware, if we are not mindful, we are easy to get addicted to electronic devices like iPhones or iPads, internet, YouTube, Facebook, etc. Yes, please.
Yeah. I think it's also important the one who's taking the iPad from the children needs to lead a good example also. So if you don't have a good example for the children to look at, then you should.
Yes, very good answer. To be parents is very difficult. If you don't want your children to be addicted to iPad first, you be a good example. You should not be addicted to iPad too. And if you don't want your children to play games, then you shouldn't play games. You should be an example for the children, because they say that the children see children do like monkey see, monkey do. When children see, children do. If the father, the parents would like to take the iPads from the children, because but from the children first. When your parents, your father or your mother, take the iPad away from you, first you should think why, right? Why did they do so? It is because of good intention or bad intention? Do you think it is a good intention or bad intention? Good intention, right? And is it helpful, it's good for you or bad for you? They mean good or bad for you? Of course, good. And because you are so addicted to games, you do not pay much attention to your schooling, to your homework, to your books, right? And because you do not know how to moderate, how to manage your time, that is why someone say that because your wish in her wish, she wished that she can manage her time better. I think this is a very good. Because you don't know how to manage your time, how much time for playing games, how much time for studying, how much time for the doing housework, right? You don't know. So I think that making a timetable for yourself is very important. Otherwise, you just play the game and you forget about the time. And it makes your parents unhappy. And of course, they will make some unnecessary comments if you say, or too much talking. But sometimes, why too much talking? Because they talk but you don't listen. If they talk and you listen, then that's enough. But when parents talk the first time, you don't listen. The second time, you don't listen. That is why they have to talk many times. No one wants to talk many times. But if parents have to talk so many times, it is because of children or because of fathers and mothers. If the parents talk too much, most of the time it is because of the children. You do not pay attention to what they talk. So try to understand the mother's feeling. Sometimes you expect too much from parents. Not only parents expect too much from children, but sometimes you also expect too much. You like your parents give you so much more time for games, much more time for TVs, much more time for playing or hanging out. But if you hang out and until late, if you don't come back home in due time, the parents will be very anxious. But you don't notice, you don't care about it. You just play and then you forget the time, and you even don't remember that your parents are waiting at home. So that is the cause that make your parents upset. Right? So you see, what we have here that make us happy, unhappy, then we try to avoid those things. Because there is one sentence in the Chinese, they said, kỵ sợ bất dục, vật thi ư nhân. What you don't like, don't do that to others. What you don't like, don't do that to others. Kỵ sợ bất dục là điều gì mình không có thích, vật thi ư nhân là đừng có làm cho người khác. Vậy thì mình không thích người ta la hét với mình thì đừng có la hét với người khác. Mình không có thích người ta lấy đồ của mình thì đừng có lấy đồ của người khác. If you don't like people to have a wrong assumption, then you see sometimes why people have wrong assumption about us. Sometimes because we are not clear. You say something, but you do something else. Or sometimes you don't explain why you do this thing or that thing. And other people, they think in their own way. And we think in our own way. And now, to avoid from wrong assumption, we should be transparent. Sometimes between parents and children, sometimes I saw the gap, we call generation gap. Parents have their own mindset, and children have other mindset. Sometimes they cannot understand one another. So what to do now? You should tell your father and your mothers what you need, what you think. Don't expect that they understand you without explanation. So try to be transparent, try to be clear. What I know, what I feel, what I need. And if the parents can know what you like and what you need, they can help you. But if you don't say and you expect that you assume that they should understand, then it is very difficult. And then not keeping promise. You see, if you don't keep promise, if others do not keep their promise, you will be upset. Then you try always to keep your promise to avoid anger from others, right? And then narrow-minded. Narrow-minded. I think that old people, not only old people are narrow-minded, but sometimes the youth may also be narrow-minded, because you always think that you are right, as others are wrong. That is narrow-minded. The people who can accept the differences, then he is not narrow-minded. Otherwise, oh, this is my way, that should be the way, you shouldn't do that one, you don't see the other way. So try to accept everyone, even if they are different from ourselves. Then irresponsibility, especially the young ones. I think that nowadays you are so lucky. You are so lucky because you stay in this modern society, so you don't have many things to do. Everything is done by machines. Even the washing dishes, washing clothes, cleaning. Cleaning, you also have the automatic vacuum, right? Everything. But I think that parents should assign some responsibilities, some duties to the children, even when they are just kids, teenagers. Otherwise, I saw some events, some incidences. Parents love the children so much. They do everything for the children. The children just sit there, then the mother will put the food in front of them. After they finish the meal, they just stand up and leave the mess to leave the plates, leave the spoon, leave the glasses on the table, and not their duty to clean up. The father or the mother will come and clean. So I think that it is not acceptable. Even though the parents do not expect you to do the errands, to do the washing or to the cleaning up. But if you are a good girl, good son or good daughter, at least you should clear the mess made by yourself. Make your room clean. Before you stand up at the table, clear the place, clear your place, clear the glasses. And if you can wash it, it's very good. And otherwise, if you cannot wash, at least you put everything in the sink. Not to be irresponsible up to the extent that you do not touch anything in the house. It is, in my opinion, it is not accepted that children are so lazy and they let the parents do everything. It is not fair because your parents have to work to earn a living, to bring you up. But how the parents have to do everything and you just sleep and play and go to school and you do not contribute anything to the housework. It is not good. Even the father or mother do not expect you to do something, but you try to sympathize and try to help and how to compensate, how to share the responsibility with fathers and mothers. And about the unnecessary comments. I think that if we want to make ourselves happy and make others happy, try to find good things about others and try to praise others when necessary. When you see your friends in the class, oh, hi, you look pretty today in that shirt or in that coat. Only a small praise, a very little appreciation can make your friend happy the whole day, right? So instead of unnecessary comments, please give some nice comments, inspiring comments. And you can do it if you are consciously trying to find something good in other people, in your brothers and sisters, in your fathers and mothers, in your classmates. Try to find something good and praise them and inspire them, encourage them, especially among brothers and sisters. Usually you are very nice with people outside, but you are not nice with your own brothers and sisters. You are always easy to get angry with them. You are easy to yell at them, right? You are nice with others. You think this is a duty, but you are not nice with your own brothers and sisters. But those who stay near you are the ones who really need your help, your sympathy, your empathy, and your encouragement, especially your younger brothers and sisters. When sometimes you feel that they are nuisance, they are trouble, they always disturb me, right? You always think about your young brother and sister in that way. Oh, he's a trouble. Get away from me. Right? Sometimes you think yourself, if you are the young brother and you are driven away by your elders, how do you feel? Or do you feel them to be kind, to say nice words, to share with you what they have? So whatever you want others to behave to you, then you behave others like in that way, right? Nice to your brother, nice to your sister, generous to them, generous in the gifts, generous in the the recommendation, the comments, good comments, praise. Try to encourage everyone, not to depress them, not to oppress them. And when your parents and your brothers and sisters are happy, you will be happy. If they are unhappy, how can you happy? So keep away from unnecessary or negative comments. Try to give positive comments. And the last one, over expectation. One of the key to happiness is not to expect anything. Not to expect anything, but accept everything. You accept everything. You accept your father as he is. You accept your sister as she is. And do not expect that she should change or she should change. You love them the way he is. Even though he is lazy, but he is also still very, very lovely in his way. Can you do that way? Can you do that? Because, how can you do that? Because everyone is imperfect. We are imperfect. We have some bad habits. We know that those are bad habits, but do you think that even though that we know that habit, it is a bad habit, we try to get rid of that habit, but is it easy? Not that easy. But why we expect that others should change their habits? So do not expect like that way. If we expect like that, we will be upset, unsatisfied. So try to accept everyone as he is, and do not expect so much. Even parents also, do not expect your children to change. Love them the way they are. But sometimes just tell them in a nice way, oh, you shouldn't get up so late, try to get up early. And if you want your children to get up early, you should get up earlier than themselves, right? If you want your children to practice exercise, to do exercise, you yourself have to do exercise with them. If you want them to be clean, neat and clean, you yourself must be neat and clean. Everything you do together. And so too much talking is not good for anyone. Action is louder than words. Try to how to say? If you work, then you will be a good model. If you only talk and you do not do, then people will be bored what you say. So that is the way how to deal with anger. So right thought. Before we end, I would like to mention right thought is the way that make it keep away from greed, and then hatred, and then doing harm. So these are the 3 ways of right thought. If you have right thought, it will help us to keep away from being greedy. Tức là chặn tư duy đó, nó giúp cho mình là ly tham, ly sân và ly hại. If we do not think correctly, then we will be very greedy. I give an example. When you are at home, you don't think that you need anything because you have everything. You have many clothes, you have many shoes, you have many skirts, you have enough or more than enough to wear and to eat. But if you go to a shopping mall, then you see a very beautiful skirt. Then you feel, oh, I like it. I like to buy this skirt. Do you think that it is greed or not? I like this or like that. Then, if you stay at home, we don't feel that greed anymore, anyone, because you have enough. But if you see something beautiful, the dream arises in your mind. I like that, I like that. So, now at that time we need to have right thought. You ask yourself, that is what I need, or that is what I like. Need or like. Huh. For example, the winter is coming, but you do not have a good coat. So you see, oh, I need this coat to keep me away from the cold in this winter. Because you don't have enough coats. So that is need. It's okay, then you should buy. But you have 5 coats at home already. But this I like this coat so much, it's so beautiful. That is like or need. It is only like. And then you think yourself, okay, I have enough already. This is unnecessary. I don't need to buy it. So you stop buying. You stop spending money in a useless way. So that is right thought. Then for hatred, someone is yelling at you. Father yelling at you. And then otherwise you should get angry, but you think that, okay, my parents are very angry. Maybe I have done something wrong to them. So I will calm down, I will try to calm down and try to sympathize with them and my parents. So I will, and you think, oh, what I have done wrong to make them unhappy. If you cannot understand or cannot remember what made your parents unhappy, you should wait until they calm down and ask, parents, what I made, what I have done that made you unhappy, please tell me, I don't remember. And if they say something and, oh, I apologize, I don't know that I have made you unhappy, I have made you angry, so I'm sorry and I apologize. So that is the way of right thought. Try to understand others, and then it will help you to not to hate anyone, even though someone harm you, someone assaults you, someone backbites you. But you think that, everything has a reason. And ourselves have done something wrong to them. So we should try to recognize what is wrong from ourselves and to apologize. And not to harm anyone, even though they do something wrong to us. But ourselves try not to do harm to anyone. We think in this way. When they are doing something wrong, they are making bad karma. You know the karma? Karma is action. Bad karma. When they are backbiting us, they are assaulting us, they are abusing us. First, you think that, oh, they are doing bad karma. And if I react in the same way, I bite them, if they beat me, I will beat them back. If they say something wrong, something bad, I will say something bad, worse. So if we react in that way, we are also doing bad karma, right? So try not to do bad karma. They do bad karma, it is their way, their choice. But my choice is not to do bad karma, even though people are doing bad karma to me. This is very, very positive way of thinking, and it leads you to not to harm anyone, not to say something bad to anyone, not to do something bad to anyone. Just accept, okay, they can do bad karma, but I will never do bad karma. Say no to bad karma, or never do bad karma. That is the way that prevents us from doing wrong things to others and for ourselves. Can you do that way? Try not to do any bad karma through the thinking, through the speaking, and through the actions. That is the only way to practice to avoid from the bad results from others and from the life. Accept everything. Accept the way people behave to us because we have no choice. We have no responsibility about people's action, but we have responsibility about our own action, about our own reaction, and we have the choice not to behave in the bad way, in the bad karma. And so now we have about 5 or 10 minutes for the questions and answer. I stop the topic of how to deal with anger or negative emotion. So what I have done here is to find out the causes that makes us angry and try to keep away from those causes. And with the right thought means the thought that keeps us away from greed, from hatred, and from doing harm to others. Then we make a vow. We can say that a vow or a determination. Never do a bad karma through the thinking, through the speaking, and through the action. And that is always, it is the core, the essence of the Buddha's teaching. The Buddha says so many words, but in short, one verse, in the Dhammapada, the Buddha said that not to do the bad things, try to do the good things, keep your mind calm, and that is the teaching of the Buddha. So now that is the end of my Dhamma talk, and if you have any questions, please raise your hand. No question. Okay, so it is 4 to 2, so we have only 4 minutes left. So I hope that, and I'm very happy when this time when I visit North Carolina, 19 years ago, in the year 2004, I came here. At the time, I met a small group of Buddhists. Chị Khánh Hương is my child. You can say the childhood friend. We were at the same age, at the same Buddhist family, and nearly 20 years we haven't met each other. This time when I come back here, I saw the group of parents and children. I heard that every fortnight you come and meet, and you have the Dharma sharing. You read the same books, and then you discuss about the books you have read. It is very inspiring, and I'm happy that not only the parents but also the children come together and practice the meditation and learn something about what the Buddha taught so that we can apply in our daily life. So I wish that you can continue with this way of learning and practicing together. And especially I hope that the young people here, you can learn the good things from what the Buddha taught. For example, the Buddha taught us very simple, not to do the bad things. Try to do the good things. And keep your mind pure and calm. And that is the way of being happy. Not only make ourselves happy, but also you can make others happy too. Before I end the class, I would like to chant some verses in Pali. Pali is the ancient Indian language, the language that the Buddha used when he taught the truth, the doctrine. So this is so please join the palm together and listen to the chanting. Akasattha cha Bhummattha Devanaga Mahitika Punyang Anumodantu Chirang Rakhantu Sasanang Akasattha cha Bhummattha Devanaga Mahitika Punyang Anumodantu Chirang Rakhantu no Garu Akasattha cha Bhummattha Devanaga Mahitika Punyang Anumodantu Chirang Rakhantu Nyatayo Akasattha cha Bhummattha Devanaga Mahitika Punyang Anumodantu Chirang Rakhantu Panino Akasattha cha Bhummattha Devanaga Mahitika Punyang Anumodantu Chirang Rakhantu no Sada Idang no Nyatinang Hotu Sukita Hontu Nyatayo Idang no Nyatinang Hotu Sukita Hontu Nyatayo Idang no Nyatinang Hotu Sukita Hontu Nyatayo Idang Vattame Punyang Asavakhaya Vahang Hotu Chư thiên ngự trên hư không địa cầu tương ngữ rõ thông mọi điều Long vương thần lực có nhiều đồng xin hoan hỷ phước điều chúng con hộ trì Phật giáo tăng bồi các bậc thầy tổ an vui lâu dài quyên thuộc tranh khỏi nạn tai chúng sanh được hưởng bước dài bền lâu chúng con vui thu đạo màu tu hành tinh tấn ngõ hậu vô sanh do sự phước bao mà chúng con đã trong sạch làm đây xin hồi hướng đến thân tầng quyên thuộc đã qua vãng cầu mong cho các vị ấy hằng được sự an vui do sự phước bao mà chúng con đã trong sạch làm đây hãy là pháp duyên lành để dứt khỏi những điều ô nhiễm ngủ ngầm nơi tâm trong ngày vị lai. Sa thụ sa thụ sa thụ. Dạ, vậy là buổi nói chuyện buổi chiều hôm nay cho các em trẻ là đều kết thúc. So the Dharma talk for the young people ended now. I thank you for your attention and I wish you a very happy new year.